What up, YouTube? Today we're going to be doing some For Honor duels because they just came out with a new character, Jorgen Mander, so we're going to test her out and see. Oh my god! Get dunked on. You thought it was going to be a For Honor video. No. This is going to be a Zero Foxheim video. Okay, I was going to turn down the volume settings, but what is button volume in Kara? The chirping of birds in the woods grows louder as the sun rises. I can hear birds leaping merrily on the roof. It's nature's way of telling me that a new day has begun. You know, there's also a fucking sun for that. I heard rustling noises last night. It sounded like a beast passing through the bushes. I even saw creepy shadows on my window occasionally. Okay, it doesn't help that I'm home alone and it's fucking 3 a.m. right now. I'm still doing this video in my garage, though, even though there's nobody in my house, because it just feels natural to do it in the sweat den of hatred. So I was alert the whole time. I don't even know when I fell asleep. Yan? Whenever I did a French class, that was my fucking, because you could pick a name, and I was just fucking, I wasn't gonna do it, but then I saw that yam was an option, but it was just 2 N's instead of a double N, which is an M. So my name was fucking Yan, and this is scary, because I'm Yan. Fuck. Then I saw the zoological illustration book on the desk. It was a farewell present given by my mentor, a well-known naturalist. Isn't those people that just walk around with no clothes? But it got wet yesterday, so it's of no use for now. Okay. After packing up my stuff, I opened the wooden door. Then the blinding sun. Oh, it's a flashbang! Since it's such a fine day, why not dry the book under the sun? It would be as good as new soon, or maybe with water. Since it's such a fine day, why not dry the book under the sun? It would be as good as new, or maybe with water stains. I'm not sure, but I don't think that sentence sounds right. Alas! Things don't often go as we wish. Who are you talking to? You just preaching to the trees? I walk into the woods while complaining on what happened. Okay, so I've got a regular-ass job, but I live in a fucking wooden cabin out in the woods, and I'm worried about beasts in the bushes and shit, dude. You're asking to get killed by SCP-939. In fact, I don't have to be here. I don't have to walk miles every day just to draw pictures of plants which resemble each other and write down their features using obscure terms. Okay, that was a run-on sentence. I'm the fucking grammar police now. I don't even know how to spell. Why am I bitching? But when our mentor asks who were willing to go for a field assignment and the observation station in the woods to replace the former observer, our senior, who was about to graduate, said I was willing to, without a second thought. Our mentor described this task as a glorious one with Percocets. Percocets? What? Okay, I guess the payment to live out here is Percocets, now I get it. Men die in pursuit of money. That is so true. I mean... no? What? This isn't like fucking Star Wars where people are bounty hunting for coin, dude. I don't know anybody who's died for money other than mob bosses and shit. There's so little I know and so much left to be found. So what am I, some kind of plant nerd? It's getting nighttime! I'm sitting here monologuing for so long that the day is passing by. To explore the junction of land and sea. And now, how many years will it take to understand landforms of every land and all the species on it? I shall go back early today. It is literally getting darker. The day is passing by. I am monologuing so much. I shall go back early today. I closed my sketchbook. When I checked my pocket watch, I suddenly realized that I had been here for Holy fucking shit, dude! And tomorrow I have to living here, okay. I thought he meant he was out here monologuing for 6 fucking days. I have to send the job logs to my mentor. Wait, so is my job a desk job, or am I out here writing about plants? Because that would make more sense. Because he really hasn't done much. There's a manuscript left for me to deal with. I was about to stand up, Then I saw a few seeds around. Bad luck for them, because I'm going to study them as samples, fucking idiots. What? My handkerchief. Dude, the way that you can pronounce English words if you read them the wrong way. My handkerchief. I was trying to pull out my handkerchief from my pocket to wrap these seeds, but there's nothing in my pocket. Right, I forgot. So I have to tear off a piece of paper from my notebook. After returning to the station by following the marks I left when I entered the woods, the sun has already fallen. I didn't go back to the cabin immediately. Instead, I go to the river near the cabin to check the creels. What is a creel? If you fix the creels in a row with their mouths against the current, the fish won't be able to escape once they swim with the creels. My predecessor taught me this trick. Is a creel like a fish trap? I've never heard of a creel. These fish are the best food you can get out in the mountain. That's what he said. And he also said that it was his predecessor who taught him that. The situation was built here probably because of the river. Oh, the station. Fuck, dude, I am dyslexic and retarded. No fish these days. That's weird. I guess I'm gonna starve. That's odd. There's not a single fish in the creels. And what's worse, that one creel was damaged. Oh, somebody's been Who's been stealing? Boy, back in Louisiana, if you fuck with a nigga's creels, you'd get shot in the dick. I have to retrieve this creel, which failed its job. It looks like some animal gnawed on it. I'm gonna do that now. Since the fucking English, or since the sentences are like in broken English, I'm just gonna read all the fucking weird words as weird. Could it really be something's watching me? What? How do you get that, dude? That's really fucking creepy, bro. You're freaking me out, dude. My predecessor didn't mention anything about the beast in the mountain when he handed over his job to me. What? So there's just like a beast in the mountain? Since I have no clue what broke my creel, I have no choice but to bring it back to the cabin for now. What do you mean? Wait, okay, I'm trying to understand the logic here, because since you don't know you have to bring it back to the cabin, why wouldn't... What if you did know, then you wouldn't bring it back to the cabin? Before I went in, I raised my voice and coughed on purpose. It was not because I didn't feel good in my throat, but because I wanted to embolden myself, and also to scare some beast which may hide in my cabin. Bro! What the fuck, dude? Just walk in my house. If there's any demons in here, and you're gonna kill me, I'm gonna spook you. But everything is exactly the same as I left them in the morning. I feel like I'm gonna wake up my fucking neighbors, because this is like... I can scream in my room and shit, but whenever I do it in the garage, you can hear the echo. It doesn't look like someone or something has broken in, so I feel relaxed and put the bag and the creel down. I have to eat vegetables today. I took out the wild vegetables I picked up on my way back and put them together with the potatoes I stocked in the cabin. Then I made myself dinner. After finishing my dinner, night falls. I lightened the kerosene lamp and illuminated the desk. For me, this is the only light at night in the forest. Holy fuck, dude. That's terrifying. You're out there in a fucking cabin with a fucking lantern as your only source of light at all, just looking at plants and shit, and you're 100% sure there's a beast in the mountains. Dude. Well, okay, it zoomed in on the window. I thought I was supposed to see like a ghost or some shit. I was like, holy freaking crap. In this light, I take the manuscript out of the bags, place it on the desk, and start to write on the work log. Distribution of plants, species of animals, every life I saw today was recorded on papers. Together with the air pressure, temperature, humidity, and height, all these lives and lifeless figures comprise my work today. Again. While I was recording, I heard something in the darkness. God fuck it. And I'm just like, there's a demon out there who's gonna eat my dick, who's gonna cut it off and eat it in front of me and make me watch. And I'm just like, again. God fucking damn it. I stopped and listened. It sounded like something is scratching the floor. Dude, you are gonna die! Me! I rose softly and walked to the window. I was afraid to make any noise, which my alarm... What's outside there? But I didn't see anything abnormal outside. I checked the window at the door. I'm sure they're all closed. Nothing would happen as long as there's no large animal breaking in. Could it be some animal attracted by the light? Don't turn off the light, dude. You will die. I sat at the desk again and went on with my work. Oh, so... No fucks given. It's already dawn? Yeah, that's kind of weird, dude. Do you have narcolepsy? I slowed down my sleepy eyes and didn't see anything weird. So all the strange sound I heard these nights are just false alarms? Yeah, dude, maybe. I mean, you're out there looking at plants and shit. But it did cause me much trouble. I could barely fall asleep. Time to get up. Today I have to send the logs to my mentor. My experience... Okay, this is way too fucking long of an exposition. Which means I have to depart now, or else I won't be able to come back before night. From White Emperor Town and rosy clouds I have at morn. Dawn for Jing Ling, 1,000 miles away I reached the... What? Living on the mountain for a week, I almost became a savage. I've been out here for 7 days. I'm fucking cannibal now. Birds in the trees heard me singing, so they joined me like they were having a duet with me. Dude, this isn't TikTok, bro. It would be perfect if I have a junior girl. Nope! Fuck that! What does that mean? So that's what he meant by savage. I found a shade. Then I put down my bag and sat down, taking long swigs from my water bottle. Why the hell is there no car? Yeah, I mean, yeah. I just started to complain when I heard a carriage come. Hey! Fucking Jotaro. I jumped to my feet, waved my hands, and shouted, hoping someone in the carriage could notice me. What a lucky day today. Almost dying and then hearing Amish people nearby. I sure am lucky. Bang! As I lay on the ground bleeding to death, I asked God why. Something black rolled towards me. What is it? The thing rolled to my feet like a drunken man. A wheel? The carriage stopped. Several men got off it and checked. Checked what? I believe this is your wheel. I rolled the wheel towards them. Yo, there's our wheel. Thanks, coach man. A man who seemed to be the driver relieved me of the wheel. And then my kneecaps. The decent man. By the way, who's your mentor? It's Professor Lee. Oh! You're a student of Professor Lee. How disrespectful of me for not recognizing his talented students. What talented student? I'm just a normal student. You are too modest. I will treat you well since you are Professor Lee's student. My lord, the carriage is fixed. We can go. I was gonna make a joke about like fucking royalty in the carriage, but I thought this was supposed to be maybe it's supposed to be like back in the time and not modern. The driver interrupted our conversation when I didn't know how to reject Mr. Wong's enthusiasm. Oh, okay. Yeah, and let's go now. I'm afraid you have to make do with the carriage. Why? Well, there's not enough room in the carriage. So, do you mind sitting next to the driver? Of course not, of course not. I'm more than grateful that you would give me a ride. Would you mind pulling the carriage for us? Our horse seems to have died. Accompanied by the hooves and breeze, my frustration and exhaustion gradually gradually build up. I started seeing red. Alas, I said we shouldn't have gone along this road. I said something bad would happen to us. I was comfortable since the carriage bounced. Then I heard the driver's murmur. Are you talking to me? What? No, I was talking to myself. Alright. Thank you so much. Just drop me here. Here? When we entered the town, I was going to walk past the post office, so I told the driver to drop me, but he looked indecisive. What's wrong? We just entered the town. Are you going to the post office? We can take you there. When I was wondering about the driver's response, Mr. Wong popped his head out, so the driver only listens to him. Why bother? It's troublesome. It's not. We are going there too, right? Join me for lunch at my place, just as we agreed. You could tell my father about Professor Lee. I don't think so. I have to go back early. Don't worry, I'll drive away. I have to deliver goods in the afternoon. I'll even drive you home, alright? Well, alright, so sorry to bother you. I was already about to say yes when he asked me to join him for lunch, because I haven't eaten any decent food for a week. So when he said he'll arrange for the driver to... Fuck, dude, this exposition is so long. Fox spirits. Oh, shit. It must be a large animal, as it can open a door. I thought and held up the skill. Oh, shit, I'm about to go in PUBG style and beat the fuck out of this bitch. I crept up to the window and looked inside, but didn't see any animal in it. It's silent inside, nothing is there. Only movement I can hear is the cricket outside the cabin. So I let my guard down and put away the book. What the hell happened? The door's wide open, it can't be that wind. Must have been the wind. Besides, I didn't see any damage on the bolt. I have no clue. I checked and nothing in the cabin is missing. At least, my eyes fall upon the desk, on which the illustrated book, and there is some wild red fruit beside it. Eat some. Wait, this book... Did I put it on the clothesline outside the cabin yesterday? I thought for a minute and realized that when I was out there, I did see nothing on the clothesline. Someone collected it for me. There exist fairies on this mountain? And these wild fruit, I picked up one and contemplated it. It's a raspberry, an edible wild fruit. I put the raspberry aside and touched the book. It's already dry. If I have to find a reasonable explanation, it must be some passing villager who collected the book for me and gave me those raspberries. So my predecessor was wrong about this mountain. We are not the only ones here. Whoever did this, he or she meant no harm. I can't keep eating solid food. What? I can't keep eating solid food. Solid food. Whenever he said solid food, I thought he was like, that's some solid food right there, but what are you, a fucking baby, dude? Well, it's broken here and there. I picked up the broken creel and checked the damage. Then I estimated how many ratons I need to fix it. From the corner of my eye, I saw something flickering outside the window. But when I looked intently, I saw nothing but flickering trees. It's kind of creepy. Why wouldn't our mentor send 2 students for this? It's really scary to live here alone. That's a really fair point. I watched out my window from the corner of my eye while I was contemplating about my mentor. Living in the middle of nowhere, no wonder the stipend was so attractive. Suddenly, a shadow rose outside the window. I was going to watch closely. It descended. What the hell? Pointy shadows like ears and a small figure. I think it's maybe some small animal. I went over in my mind at common, medium, small-sized animals in this mountain, and none of them are aggressive. While I was thinking, I saw the shadow rising again. It hasn't left. Maybe it's a curious animal. I think I can handle it, but if I ignore it, it may be dangerous someday. After all, there are cooking tools out there. It would be a big trouble if they were broken by animals. Then I made up my mind. I reckon there would be a blind spot behind the bookshelf from the window. I believe I put it there. Please whip out the fucking gat. I did put it here. I kept attracting its attention through talking. At the same time, I took a detour to the back door behind the shelf. It's cold at night in the woods. I shivered the minute I got out. Then I realized the creel was still in my hand. Alright, it's my weapon then. Let me take it by surprise. What the fuck? It's a young girl sat on the ground at the window. I never thought the shadow which was watching me was human, so I froze, my hand in the air, holding that creel. You... She's wearing strange clothes, an ear-looking hair accessory, and a tail? Who are you? What are you doing here? Where are you from? I seem to have scared her, so she looks terrified and said nothing. Where is your home? So I softened my tone, and Steele held the creel. Still didn't answer me, but their expression changed a bit. Are you lost? Did your parents know you run away from home? My soft words seemed to ease her mind, but she became nervous. Fuck! She's finally talking, but what came out of her mouth was some naughty things. What are you saying? She seems to notice something, but She reached into her pocket, which alerted me. I hurriedly stepped back and held tight to the creel. Stop! What are you trying to do? You trying to whip out the fucking cat? She pulled out something black and handed it to me. I couldn't tell what it was in the faint moonlight, so I have to be alert in case it poses a danger to me. What is that? It looks like a pocket with a... It looks like somebody cut off like a jean pocket and then put a pocket on it. Her hand froze in the air. What is it? The thing in her hand is so very thin, it looks like some dark fabric. Why did she give it to me? What is she up to? I'm doubtful about the thing and the girl. Yours. The girl finally uttered a word. Mine? How could it be mine? You gave it to me. I don't know what she is talking about at all. I never met her before. How could I have given her anything? I don't even know you. Thank you. Now I'll return it. Thank me? Did she mistake me for somebody else? I'm confused. Then she stretched out her hand over again. In her hand there's a neatly folded handkerchief with a dark checkered pattern. You son of a bitch. This handkerchief does look like the one I used to take with me. I stretched out my hand for it. There's a blood stain on it. I think it's mine. I tried to clean it, the girl said, looking embarrassed. But I failed. Oh, it doesn't matter. Sorry. How did you get my handkerchief? You gave it to me. I don't know if I should let, because she has like like a voiceover thing, so I don't know if I should let, because it sounds pretty weird whenever I'm like, you gave it to me. This handkerchief. I never gave it to you. Let me think. I remember I bandaged an injured fox. That's me. You? Looking at her twinkling eyes, I began to recall what happened a few days ago. I was recording geometric figures near the window when I saw a fox falling into the torrent. I saved the fox out of respect for life, then the fox was drenched. One of its legs was injured by rocks and was bleeding. So I wiped its fur with my handkerchief. Then I wrung it up and bandaged the fox's leg with it. After that, I realized the fox and limped away and looked back. After that, I released the fox, and it limped away, and I looked back at me every now and then. Okay, I'm just gonna let the voiceover do the voiceover. Her voice brought me back to real life. No, never mind. That's I should probably do it. I do. My illustrated book fell into the water when I tried to save it. Sorry. I saw the book on... Chew. I can't help sneezing due to the wind at night. I scared her. This girl who claimed to be the fox is mysterious. Although it's said that fox spirits do exist, but the training in the science all these years doesn't allow me to believe this nonsense. Suddenly saw her wagging her tail. So cute. Wait, she can move her tail? How does that make an accessory move? Is there some machine in it? So furry and warm, it feels good. What are you doing? I couldn't help touching her tail, but I pulled my hand back when she shouted. How could you touch my tail without my permission? Sorry, I wasn't clear-headed. I apologized to her, but I can't help want to reach out in her ears as well. I saw her ears moving. What now? She watched my hand, which is frozen in the air, with caution. Nothing. I touched my head awkwardly. I just want to know how you made it. It looks real. What? It is real. Real! I was born like this. How is that possible? I don't believe it. Show me your proof. Such micro machines are rare. Only skilled engineers are able to build them, and they never taught others their technology. So I intended to goad her into telling me. To God, not goad. Wait. She seemed to have a thought of something. I feel thrilled. She took the bait. But before I can realize what happened, a smoke blocked my view. Then the girl disappeared with the smoke, and a fox showed up. What? I can't believe my eyes. I lifted this little creature. It seemed afraid with its ears flopped. Its eyes are bright and moist, like two crystal spheres. I stared at it, and it stared back at me. Chirp. Then it suddenly became angry and cocked its ears and fur in its tail. Ah! Before I could react, the fur ball in my arms extended its... No. Fuck that. Alright, well that's gonna do it for this episode, because I was just attacked by beasts. Something is trying to kill me. I think it might be SCP-939. So, tune in next time to see more of what happens.